life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Or you can be like me and go buy your own lemons and make it on your own terms. And today we're not making that lemonade from your childhood where it came in a powder packet, you poured it into your water. Today we're making hand squeezed lemonade. So today I'm going to show you how to make fresh squeezed lemonade, and I'm going to show you how to make strawberry lemonade as well. You're going to like this one, I promise. It's warming up outside. Everybody needs to know how to make lemonade. So come along. Alright, so to start off with your lemonade, you are going to need 2 pounds of lemons, and all you're going to do is essentially cut all of these in half. Also, it is super important to keep in mind that every set of lemons is going to have a different amount of juice in it, so you really want to be prepared to juice these until you get the specific amount of juice. So be prepared to have some lemons left over, and if you do, just throw them in some iced tea or your water. Also, there is no real secret to cutting a lemon. I would just recommend that you look up how to properly hold a knife and cut through vegetables and fruits. I kind of like to use my middle finger as a guide and let the blade glide down it. This ensures the safety of your fingers, and unlike me being a child here, don't chop your lemons like this. My lemon juicer broke, so today I'm going to be using my bare hands to juice these. I recommend using gloves. I actually have a bunch of scratches on my hand because I'm a dishwasher, so drop a like on this video because I went through a lot of pain making this. Also, go ahead and set a strainer up here, and if you are juicing your lemons by hand, be sure your hands are thoroughly cleaned and sanitized. Now we're just going to juice this, and I'm using this container because it has a 2-cup line mark, and you just want to juice your lemons until you reach that 2-cup line. Also, if you're worried about getting lemon juice on any cuts on your hand as well, I recommend using gloves, but at that point you might as well just buy a manual juicer, and I would recommend that. So once you have 2 cups of lemon juice, you're going to add 2 cups of granulated sugar. Then add 2 cups of filtered water. That's right, it is a 2-to-2 ratio. Then all you have to do is give that a quick stir and ensure that all of that sugar is completely dissolved, and let it sit in your refrigerator to chill. Now, let me pour you a glass of lemonade. Alright, that was just too easy, so if you know me, we're going to overcomplicate this and make strawberry lemonade. To start, we're going to grab 2 of these quart-sized containers. Actually, I'm not sure what size containers these are. I think they're quart. And we're just going to remove the tops of our strawberries and then quarter these as you see me doing here. If you missed that, it's just chopping it in half, pulling the knife, rotating it once, and then chopping that in half. I found it easier to remove the tops of my strawberries first and then proceed with quartering them. Also, if you run into any unripe strawberries like these here, just stick them back in the box and set them in the refrigerator and enjoy them at a later date. Now we're going to take what's left of our strawberries after we removed the unripe ones and quartered the ripe ones, and add a 1/4 cup of sugar to these strawberries. If you've seen my Pop-Tart video, you know that this process is called maceration, and this is going to draw out water from the fruit and add some sweetness to our berries. So toss this around, let it sit for an hour, and when you come back, the fruit will have a lot of water extracted from it, and it will be nice and glossy. Alright, so there's 2 ways you can break your strawberries down. If you have a high power blender like me, you can just toss them in with the juice and just blend it all together. You could also place your strawberries over medium heat in a medium-sized saucepan and just break them down with a potato masher. This will thicken it up a little bit more than the blender method, but ultimately it will result in broken down strawberries. If you are using a blender like me, be sure to scrape down the sides so all of your pieces can get broken down. Alright, to assemble your strawberry lemonade, fill it 1/8 of the way full with your strawberry stuff. This is going to ensure that you get the sourness flavor from the lemonade. Then add a little bit of ice, bringing your strawberry just under the halfway mark. Then fill the rest with your chilled lemonade, and if your heart desires, leave a little bit of headroom for some seltzer water, and this will make this drink nice and bubbly. Also, if you don't want any strawberry seeds floating in your drink, you can strain it with a fine mesh strainer, but I opted to keep mine in. Alright everybody, the lemonade is done, and as you can see, it is ice cold. So let's give this a quick taste test. It's just so good. The best part about this is it's obviously going to have a fresh taste to it from the lemons that we used, but you can also make it as sweet or as sour as you would like. Obviously we're going to give the strawberry one a taste test as well. I've also already been drinking off of this, so as you can see, it is also ice cold. I stuck it back in the refrigerator because I was super full. I had a burrito, so a quick taste test. Once again, fresh flavor. Okay, so for me, I personally like lemonade to be pretty sour, and I would say if you plan on making the strawberry lemonade, I would make the lemonade just a little bit more sour than you would normally like. The sugar from the strawberries that we added in is going to make this a sweeter drink, so keep that in mind if you plan on making this. You can't go wrong with either one. If you like the video, drop a like on it. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so because we're cooking good food here every single week and you guys can see me make stuff just like this. That being said, I will see you all on the next one. Cheers.